I ain't got work for the next couple hours. You hit from the back there and off in the shower. I might be young, but I know what's up. I know what's up.
What's up, Be Queen Bees? Welcome back to another episode of Be Queen Bee Real Talk. And tonight I am talking about why women stay in shitty relationships way longer than what they should. And I'm basing this video off of a clip that I saw off of that new reality TV show. Well, it's kind of fairly new. They're like in season 3 of Love and Marriage of Huntsville. So just like a little backstory. And I'm going to actually let y'all see the clip, okay? So I want y'all to see what I'm talking about. But just a backstory on the couple. So the couple has been married like maybe 10, 11 years. They have 4 children together, which the wife just recently had their 4th child. But anyway, 5 years into their marriage, Martell, the husband, gets a side chick, okay? And the side chick, he makes her his girlfriend. And she's like 10 years younger than he is, okay? So when he met her, he had already been married and had kids, and then he met her and then got involved with her. But anyway, nevertheless, she's been his girlfriend for 5 of the years out of the 10 or 11 or however long they've been married. This girl has been his girlfriend. So, you know, Melody, the wife, okay, which you'll see in this clip, pretty much has, I guess, just been putting up with this foolishness since the beginning of time. Okay, she's been putting up with the mess and trying to cope, trying to deal with the best way that she can. But the question that I'm posing tonight, okay, is why, as women, do we stay in these shitty relationships when we know that the behavior that, you know, the man is displaying is intolerable long term? And I know what y'all gonna say. You know, we stay for the kids. We stay because we don't want to break our family up, that we want to keep our family together. I know, because I done been there and done that. I know how that feels. I know the ideology behind that. But I'm just saying that as women, you know, we have to set boundaries that we are willing to stick with, okay? Because if not, you'll find yourself in a situation that you know you're miserable, you know that you'll never be able to 100% completely deal with, and you're just wasting time. You just wasting motherfucking time. That's what you're doing. And the clip that I'm going to show you all pretty much is, I'll let y'all be the judge of the clip, and then I'm going to come back after y'all watch it and give my thoughts. Okay? So, I'll be back in a minute. Y'all check the clip out.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, say what?
Yeah, I'm ready to get down to it.
Okay.
Before we get off into things, let's keep this very positive by both ends. Let's not hit below the belt on any of this, period, okay?
What do you mean hit below the belt? We're about to discuss the businesses, right? Not personal stuff.
I mean, well, even with when I came by the other day, it was, still want to talk business, but it went left real quick. I want this transition to be pretty much, it's best for the kids.
I have the kids for 2 weeks. Well, usually 3, because when you're 2 weeks up, for you to get them, you don't want them yet. We've been doing it ourselves. Nobody told us to do that. Nobody made us do that. The only
You made me do it. I'm sorry.
After you went on social media saying you ain't seen your kids in 2 weeks?
That's accurate.
You came by to talk business after? I thought you came to see the kids.
All of the above.
I didn't know that. I wish you had told me you were coming to talk some business.
Do you see what I'm saying? You see, you're being a little negative right now.
I'm not. I'm just saying I didn't know that.
It doesn't matter. I don't want it to go wherever it went the other day. I don't want it to go today, right now. That's all.
Me either. I'm game. Let's go. I'm going to pull up my notes and just type it up. Do you mind if I record this conversation?
Do do whatever you like. You have
Okay.
to have my permission. It's the state of Alabama.
So you want to dissolve Hold and Hope, right?
I don't want anything else to do with any of the companies that we share together.
Cool. Not a problem. And then the 47 acres, are we going to split that 50-50, the net profits from that, or what's going on with that?
We're at a standstill. And but I'll just update you at a later date, though, because right now I really don't know.
Really?
But I just want to be at a standstill.
I hate that.
Yep.
Embrace.
Embrace Beauty. We was in agreement with 15%, and then you said I don't think you should have anything. I'm saying, how could you say that I would not get anything out of a company that I helped bring about? Why would you do that? To me, at heart, you shouldn't do that. I've always treated you in a way that...
Let's talk about the treatment. Go ahead.
Financially, we'll speak financially. That I trusted you with everything, with every dime in my, I would give it to you to make sure you make the right decisions with my last dime. You know what I'm saying? Like, I bring check. Yeah, that was all the money, the effort, the time that I put in and that you put in behind you to push the brand of Melody Holt. So now you would be like remiss if you wasn't doing what you're doing now, because we put so much time, money, and effort behind you and your brand over all these years.
Okay,
You've been on
so
social
can I
media
be
for how long?
clear?
10, 11 years? And we've
Before I met
and
you,
we've been
since
marketing.
college. Since college.
Listen.
Since college, I've been on social media. Absolutely.
I don't want to hit it, but you ain't been branding. You was a damn school teacher. You don't forget.
School teachers are amazing. Thank God
Of course,
for all
and that's
the
why I
school
became
teachers.
a school teacher. But I'm
you
just
always
saying.
talk down when you mention school teachers, like that's a bad career choice. Like you just said, you was a damn school teacher. So were you. Did you forget?
No. The reason
You resigned 4 months before me.
because I was making 6 figures cutting grass.
Well, what
and
are
then
you
I
doing?
gave you the opportunity months later to resign too.
All right, you ready?
No.
Are you ready?
I mean, hold on.
How many clients did you have then? Your grandfather and about 5 more?
Who did it? Who named it? Who named everything dealing with us? Me. Who put everything together? Me. Who made you CEO of Holt & Hope? Me.
It was a
Who
joint
talked about the
decision.
book? Run the
Okay, so we are back. And did y'all check that clip out? Before I give my opinion about that whole debacle, I want to give a shout out to Samaje Monet right here on YouTube for hooking a sister up. She beat this face to the gods, okay? Y'all go check out her page, Samaje Monet. Y'all subscribe to her YouTube channel. But anyway, so let's jump straight into this clip. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the audacity, okay? The audacity. First of all, I done gave y'all the backstory on this particular situation. So this Negro done had a whole girlfriend for 5 years, okay? Constantly pumping babies into his wife with a whole girlfriend. And the only thing that you can muster up to talk about and carry on about is all the money that you didn't contribute to building up your wife's brands in her company. You petty ass nigga. You is a petty nigga, ain't you? But, you know, and I got to stop right here, y'all. I know I titled this video, Why Do Women Stay in Shitty Relationships Longer Than What They Should? But I would be less of a woman if I didn't get on to this duck ass nigga talking about how much money he has contributed to building his wife's brand and career. Well, sir, listen. That's the least your ass could have did. Okay? The least you could have done is help her build up her brands and build y'all's company up, okay? Because you were husband and wife, so let's not get it twisted. But I guarantee you that if I was to have a conversation with that young lady, she would have much rather had your faithfulness, okay? She must have rather you been faithful to her and not had you a girlfriend for 5 years. Now, I did do a Google check because I like to be accurate. They've been married for 12 years, okay? And Melody just filed for a divorce. You've had a girlfriend for 5 years, sir. 5. So we don't need to be talking about what you've financially put out throughout this time. Okay? Because that's the least your ass could have done, is be supportive if you're gonna go out and be fucking every night. Okay? Or however many nights out of the week you left the house to maintain a 5-year relationship with your side chick converted over to your girlfriend. And from what I'm understanding now, your baby mama. So let me jump back on topic. I had to get that out the way, because did y'all see how he was speaking as if he was entitled to something? And I feel like this. When a woman has carried 4 babies, and most women, I ain't talking about them trifling, no good ass, worried about the wrong thing women. I'm talking about the women who actually love their family, love their husband, love their children, want to take care of things as a wife, as a woman, but can't seem to get it conveyed over to your husband that being faithful was a part of the reason why you decided to get married. And because now you've decided that that's not what you want to do anymore, now I got to go along for the ride with shit. But that's where I want to bring to y'all attention right now, ladies, okay? Baby, the faster you can get off the ride after you know that nigga has been unfaithful to you, the better off you gonna be. Okay, did you catch that? I said the faster your ass can get off that ride when you know that nigga has been unfaithful to you, the better off you're going to be. Okay? Because I even think about my situation. Like, I was married for 13 years. And year 2, okay, pregnant and all, is the first time that my ex-husband decided that he wanted to cheat and go out and do his thing. And I was, 21 years old? And I stayed in that marriage for 13 years? Okay? So, listen, I got the certification, the license, and the degree to talk about what I'm talking about right now. Because I was one of those females that stayed in a shitty situation. A situation that I knew that I would not be able to deal with long term. Because what? Now, don't get me wrong. I think that a lot of women initially will put up with infidelity or cheating because she loves that dude and she wants to make it work. And I feel like women, we are much more stronger emotionally and much more resilient when it comes to things like that. And to be honest, I just don't feel like, even though we may have the emotional courage or the emotional strength to deal with infidelity a first go round or maybe even a second go round, doesn't necessarily mean that that's the right thing to do. Because at the end of the day, infidelity tears down the marriage, but most importantly, it tears down the person that is on the receiving end of that infidelity. So even when we decide to stay in the situation, we're doing more harm and more damage to ourselves than what we really realize. We feel like, okay, I can get over this, I can move past this, as long as you stop, as long as you don't continue on. But the damage that's been done to your heart, the damage that's been done to your mind in that process takes a lot of work to heal and repair. That 9 times out of 10, to be honest, a lot of women really don't 100% heal when infidelity has been committed in a marriage. We don't 100% heal from that. So what we do is we'll take it and we'll bury it deep down within us and just hope and pray that the shit don't happen no more. But just imagine what this young lady the same female for 5 consecutive years. And when I say consecutive, even if you stop fucking with her for 2, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, you still found your way back over there with her. Because me as a wife, me as a woman, I'm going to be asking myself, does she got some crack in her coochie? The reason why you can't stay away from her? I mean, help me understand. Because I know that I done told you how I feel about this situation, but it seemed like you acting like a crackhead. You acting like you can't leave this bitch alone. So I want to know, I mean, what's happening? What's going on here? And we'll ask all of these questions. We'll ask all of these questions, and we want to know about this woman, and we want to know about your activities with this female, and this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 whatever. But at the end of the day, this is the number one question that I got for any and everybody. And that is this right here. Why you ain't left the bitch alone yet? Okay? You just think I'm finna sit here and just keep on carrying on with this? I'm just only imagining, okay? Maybe these are, I don't know. Okay, because every woman has their own reasoning on why they decide to stay in a situation of this caliber. But I'm here to say this right here. Whether a nigga has cheated 5 times or for 5 years with one person, it's a shitty, fucked up situation that he should have never put you in. And it's a situation that you don't need to really stay in, because at the end of the day, if that nigga is not willing to put the work in to stay faithful and to change his ways, you're going to drag out a relationship. You're going to drag out a marriage, create more children, and it's not going to change. It's going to stay the same until you decide. Like, I can't take another motherfucking second of this shit. Like, I'm getting out of here. Okay? Like, this is where I draw the sand in the line. This is where I draw the line in the sand. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't play with me. And I'm leaving. And I'm getting out of here, because I understand that you're not trying to be a faithful man. You're not trying to do the right thing by your family. And women, as much as we would like to think positive, as much as we would like to think that the nigga has the ability to change, you cannot ignore the red flags that the nigga is throwing up. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you gotta leave a nigga the second you find out that he's cheating. But I will say this, okay? Please get to the bottom of it. Dissect it down and figure out why. What drove you to cheat? What was in your mind when you was doing it? Did I cross your mind? And because a man gonna give you a whole bunch of reasons why, and just like if y'all go back and kind of do a backstory or a back, research on this particular couple, and I'm using them, I'm kind of picking on them, but I'm saying they're not the only relationship that is going through this and has gone through this and will go through this, okay? I'm just using it because, hey, they decided to put their business out on a public platform, and I'm using it as an example to break down relationships that are very similar to their relationship, where a nigga is a cheater, a habitual cheater, and the woman stays and continues to pump out babies and do all of that, and the nigga ain't doing no changing, and we're still stuck in that relationship. And I'm just saying, why do we feel like we have to stay in a shitty relationship like that for years, knowing that we're not happy? You're not happy when a nigga cheating on you. And you definitely not happy when a nigga cheat on you with the same bitch for 5 years. I know you're not happy about that. Okay? Not saying I'd be even more happier if he had several different women. But I do know that there's something significant about this female. The reason why you can't leave her alone. I'm trying to see if she got crack growing out of coaching. The reason why you can't stay away from her. But anyway. So basically, what I'm saying is this right here. we have to be okay with discovering certain things that may be happening in our relationship that we know that we are not going to be able to deal with long term, knowing that we are in a relationship that is making us miserable, unhappy, sad, depressed, or whatever, and being okay with getting up and getting the fuck away from that relationship the first go round, and not putting ourselves through long-term discomfort, long-term hurt, predicated on the hopes that this nigga will change, or this nigga will see your worth, or he'll see your value, or he'll decide, you know what, I'm going to do right by this woman. I'm going to be faithful to her. I'm going to be honest with her. I'm going to be transparent with her. I'm going to be upfront with her. I'm going to honor her and do what's right by her. Baby, we can't be waiting around on that. We can't be waiting around on that, because you are now relinquishing your power to make sound choice and decision for yourself, in honoring yourself. And let me tell you something, ladies. Every time you dishonor yourself, every time you shit on your own self by putting up with foolishness that you know you ain't got no business putting up with, period, let alone long term, you doing yourself an injustice. You doing yourself a disservice. And then a nigga want to come and talk cocky, like he got some shit figured out, and we wouldn't even be in this space if you acted like you had some damn sense. So the whole point of this video, I know I was posing a question on why women stay in shitty relationships, and I think that it varies across the board on the reason why, okay, we stay in situations that we know we're not going to be satisfied with or happy with long term. But beyond asking the question why, because we can come up with several reasons why, I think the message, or what I'm trying to convey out of everything, is this right here. Whether it's infidelity, whether it's abuse, whether it's just not being treated with respect, when you start seeing shit going left, and you have a conversation and you express how you feel and the type of space that that behavior puts you in, and that nigga does not honor what you're saying, get your shit and get the fuck on. Because wasting a whole bunch of years, that ain't where it's at. I'm telling you right now. And you will somewhat feel regret or resentment towards your own self, because you knew that you were never going to be able to put up with that situation on a long-term basis. You knew that you would never be okay with that. You knew that you would never be pleased with a situation of that caliber. But you chose to stay because in your own mind, you were negotiating with yourself on all the reasons why you should stay. But guess what? None of that shit was worth it, because guess what? He never stopped. He never changed. He never stopped doing what he was doing. So we as women, we have to draw the line in the sand and say, you know what? Listen, I'm way too dope, and I'm way too beautiful, and I'm way too intelligent, and I'm way too gifted to be stuck in a situation where I'm going to be mistreated or disrespected. And choosing to walk away from that shitty situation, knowing that there's something greater. And even though we don't want to walk away, we want to stay, we want to make it work, you still have to make the choice. And guess what? Making the choice sooner than later is a whole lot better than waiting till, 5, 10, 15, sometimes 20 years down the road, knowing damn good and well you should have been gone. You should have been left that nigga. Still with that nigga. He not gonna change. So the negotiating that you're doing in your head, listen, sometimes we have to go with pure facts, pure logic, pure common sense. Okay? I'm all for love. I'm all for the heart. I'm all for that. But if you know a nigga keep putting you through the same shit over and over and over and over and over again, please do yourself a favor, do your children a favor, and get the fuck on. Because all you doing is wasting time. And guess what? I'm done with this video. I just want to get on here and say my little 2 cents, okay? About why do women stay in shitty situations, okay? Knowing damn good and well, that nigga's not gonna change, okay? You can't nag him enough. You can't fuck him enough. You can't suck him enough. You can't love him enough. A nigga gotta want to change on his own. So, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe, the like button. Don't play with me. Y'all go ahead. Subscribe, like. Please. Anyway, I've had a dope time. And I guess I'll check y'all later. Bye.
I ain't got work for the next couple hours. You hit from the back, there and off in the shower. I might be young,